I am in the process of covertly planning to leave my narcissistic abusive boyfriend after 5 years. He thinks I am just clearing out clutter. I am putting my 2 weeks in tomorrow. I can't take it anymore. The abuse has warped my mind. I can't even begin to describe everything I am feeling. I am scared of what the future holds. What can I do to aid myself in this process? You might want to pick up some bear mace for your own safety. The most dangerous time for a victim is when they first leave their abuser. Do you have a safe place to go? Do you have a contingency plan for if he finds you? Are you prepared to file a restraining order? Definitely make sure you have all your important documents somewhere where he can't access them. Be prepared for him to harass and probably even stalk you. Just generally be safe and don't go anywhere alone because, as it was said above, the most dangerous time for a victim of abuse is when they are leaving their abuser and the following days, weeks after. Do not go back. Write yourself a letter about every horrible thing and hold on to it, 'cause he is going to lie to get you back. You need to accept the truth from yourself. He is going to lie and threaten and bargain and compromise and promise and get mad, cry, but you need to stay strong and do not go back. Maybe don't give 2 weeks notice, because bad things could happen between then and when you leave. Maybe just get friends to help you leave one day. I see people telling you to get bear mace or wasp spray. Please don't do this. They cause permanent eye damage and he can go to the police and get you thrown in jail for this. Get regular mace, it does the job just as good, won't cause permanent damage, and he cannot get you thrown in jail if it was in self-defense. Make sure when you leave the house you have several friends with you or call the police for an escort. File a restraining order just in case and you can establish a paper trail for the police. Be safe. All of the above. Also, are you seeing a therapist? That would be a really good idea for you to help you as you go through this. Best of luck to you. Also, just good for you, girl. Remember to eat and drink water. Keep your fridge and pantry stocked with foods you love. Take a hot bath to relax every now and then. Go out of your way to set up COVID-safe Zoom time with friends who can love on you and remind you how rad and strong you are. I had to plan to leave someone once too. It was terrifying. My personal experience taught me don't share your plans. Not with family, friends or your job. You plan what a situation you can get out will look like, so when you see it you know, this is the time. Don't worry about your stuff, seriously. It took me a few failed attempts to get away, and part of that reason was I had a dog I was eventually able to take with me. Just the dog, and that was enough. Hopefully your situation isn't as dire, but they usually don't start that way. Be brave. Change your number, change or delete social media, turn your location off on your phone. Factory reset if you are worried about tracking apps. Tell your friends and family to block him and give him no information. Block him and everyone he is associated with. Change all your passwords and codes. Let your work security know. Walk to your car with people. Start therapy, especially one that specializes in abuse victims. Read books about recovering from narcissist abuse. Good for you for getting away, and you deserve love and you are worthy of respect. Hi. I just wanted to tell you that I am so proud. I just left mine on Friday, after becoming a suicidal mess over the course of the relationship. If you ever need assistance, don't hesitate to contact me. If you ever feel like you were the problem in your relationship, write a list containing all the times he abused you. It's going to be a very difficult time, but you will get through this. You can do it. You and your health are the most important part in a relationship, never forget that. Boundaries are gonna be so hard, and also your best and most important friend during this process. Narcissistic individuals are able to bend and twist and manipulate. It might be helpful to write down, have a practice of journaling on what boundaries you are going to firmly hold during this process, and/or share these boundaries with your family so that they can gently remind you and help keep you safe if he manages to worm his way back in. Is 2 weeks your job notice? If so, can you keep this from the BF? You need to be sure you have a couple of friends, relatives to help you with the final move out in case he turns up while you're doing it. Get out, block him, and don't look back. Good luck. I know this is a really hard thing to do, and I'm so proud of you. Don't be afraid of what the future holds, be positive. You've already recognized a distorted, warped mindset. That is good, that is a critical step. Plan to see a therapist, any therapist, to help you vent and ground yourself. You'll see clearly sooner than later. Godspeed to you. Focus on what you need. Write down what you want, why you leave, and what kind of future is ahead of you. You will get scared. Do not look back. Take all the strength you got left. Leaving is the hardest part. It will become better once you left. PM me if you need to talk to somebody. I wish you all the best. A better future is waiting for you. I was in this situation this time last year after a 4-year relationship. And I can tell you, it has made me life 110% better, and it will for you too. Getting out is the hardest, but once that's done, everything else falls into place. I wish you the best of luck. If you had a window of a few hours, you could have your folks stop by, load up the car with your stuff, and leave a letter saying you want all ties broken, and have legal recourse if necessary. He'll shit the bed and walk away, I promise. He will take a self-preservation angle and move on. There will be attempts at gaslighting, asking you for reasons, try to paint himself in a positive light. Be firm in the initial stages, do not respond. Best of luck. Good on you. I hope it all goes well. I'll be watching for an update if you decide to post one so we know how it all went. Good luck. Great advice in here. Be safe. Make sure he can't get on your phone and see these posts. And then please update us. Heart heart heart. I'm proud of you. Do not think about the future. Think about how great your future will be without him. You and I are on the same page. I left mine last night and a huge burden has been lifted off my shoulders. Putting in your 2 weeks? If you have leave your employment, you have to. My best wishes are with you. You can do this. Don't waste one more day of your life. Gather your family and fiends around you. They can help you through this time. At least it helped me. Make sure you have a safe place to go, and that when you do leave, you have family or people you trust with you so you aren't alone. Then, I'd make sure you don't go anywhere alone for the first while after leaving, just to be safe. I'd also invest in a protective measure, a safety alarm, someone above mentioned mace, anything you can keep handy that's legal just in case. If you have evidence and could do a court case, or even get a restraining order, all the better. Therapy would be a good idea if this has had a detrimental effect on your mental health. Stay safe op, and I hope you can escape this situation sooner rather than later. Heart. Be sure to move everything out when he's not at home and positioning at least 2 men, or women, who are capable of fighting him if necessary, one outside to check if he's coming earlier than expected and another inside with you. Put away everything he could hurt you with before doing anything else. Put it in a box and store it somewhere unexpected. If all went well, take exactly these 2 helpers to a public place that seems reasonable to call him there, like a restaurant or whatever, and tell him that you're leaving there so he knows what happened and won't stalk you. 5 years. I'd say therapy is the best thing for you. Find out why you allowed yourself to stay with an abusive partner that long. If you find the root of why you stayed with an abusive partner, it could help you in future relationships. And I'm not being a dick, therapy would really help you. It's helped me in the past. Most of the time, it's the relationship you had with your parents that leads you to staying in an abusive relationship. If your parents hit you as a child, the people who are supposed to love you, then you start to associate physical violence with love, and think it's a normal part of someone loving you. This could all be your parents' fault if they were physically abusive when you were younger. Book a few sessions with a therapist and talk it out. All the best. Don't expect your life to be fixed once you go. Emotional abuse is so complicated. Remember, you're putting yourself through this so you can come out better, but accept no one wants a kitchen floor reset. Cut off all contact. Don't reply even if he comes at you with something seemingly legit. Read Psychopath Free. Good luck, you got this. Find somewhere safe. Stay strong. Don't let them work their way back into your head. And don't be scared of what the future holds, you'll be absolutely fine. Good luck. You're doing the right thing. Bring your beefiest guy pals along when you leave so that he'll chicken out if he comes home when you're leaving. He might already have a hunch that you're in your way. Good to know that he'll get the shit kicked out of him if he tries something aggressive. Write yourself a letter. Explain to yourself why it's unhealthy, why you're leaving, what you can't put up with anymore, etc. Then seal it up and pack it with your stuff. So when he comes knocking and being changed, to invade on the new life you're setting up yourself. You can remember this moment. That this is where it'll go again if you allow it to. It might not seem big, but once you're out we tend to remember things differently than they were, more kindly sometimes. Look out for that woman, write to her and remind her what she is getting out of and why it was so important to leave so she can be as clear about it as you are now. Good luck. Congratulations as well. You're brave and can do this. Make that better life. My advice would be to set all CC and anything else as paperless. It would stop payment request from being sent altogether. And as for CCS, request them to be sent to the new address and have a new number sent. Let CC banks know too. That way they can out a stop for all incoming mail and are aware of the situation in case of any suspicious activity. Therapy. I can't advise this enough. I'm also in the process of ending a 3-year marriage and 5-year relationship. You can do it. I also think my husband has narcissistic tendencies as well. I would say before you move, change your socials and personal information first. Some things can take a few days to get, especially if you're a busy person. I am not sure if this was listed, but also make sure all your friends and family deactivate their social media or make it completely private. He might try to stalk them as well. And if you have a close bond with his family, leave it behind. My ex-mother-in-law tried for months to guilt-trip me into going back even though she knew her son choked me and put my head through a wall. Stay strong. And like others said, get a therapist. It has helped me so much. Also, as I was leaving, I put a post-it in my mailbox saying to no longer leave any mail with my name on it. I'm reading all of your advices and it is so scary. Agreed with everyone here. Don't warn him. I have seen that backfire time and time again. Be careful and chin up, you're doing the right thing, he will be okay. You will be okay. You won't be okay right away. Right now it feel like you're walking through darkness and fog. Be patient with yourself, the haze will lift but it starts when you leave. And my most important piece of advice, give yourself at least a year of no dating. When you start dating again, take it very very slow. Narcs lower the bar of what's okay, and narcs will sniff you out. Stay safe op, you got this. I don't know anything about this, but reading this today makes me sad and angry that anyone would have to uproot their life out of fear. Go be safe and well, good luck to you, you can do this. Please reach out to you, Ebi45. They've got a whole list of abuse resources, but with you so close to leaving, talking to them is probably better. They're a verified crisis counselor and a huge help here. I wish you the absolute best. My mom did this to her ex-husband, literally moved out right in front of his eyes because he was so self-centered he didn't notice only her belongings were being decluttered. You can do this, Jua, be careful and ask for support when you need it. Call the DGP. 2 weeks. No, leave tomorrow and don't look back. You don't need him to give you a reference or anything. If dude is abusive, just go. No warning, no explanation, get the fuck out of there. You don't need mace or wasp spray, you need an Uber. Just fucking go. Girl, just leave. Wariruer. Covertly. Abuse is a hard red flag. Be direct. Also try meditating. Meditating is great for stress, anxiety, clears the mind, can help relax body, and gain better understanding of self. Better focus and concentration plus tons of other benefits. Try positive affirmations with concise visualization, and clear corresponding emotion. For beginners on how to meditate, check out How to Meditate for Beginners by Improvement Pill. It's short and accurate.